Hello everyone, welcome in the next video of unit conversion series, and in this video we are going to discuss about the fundamental unit versus derived unit with examples. Okay, so before we discuss about the fundamental unit versus derived unit, let's talk about the what is unit, and before that also let's talk about the what is physical quantities. That is very important. So what is the physical quantity is basically, so anything which we can measure is a physical quantity, right? And a physical quantity has two parts. The first one is your magnitude and the second one is unit. So let's understand it with the help of the example. See, this is your temperature gauge Tg. Now here the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, right? So this 30 is a magnitude, which is I'm writing with m, and this degree Celsius is the unit. Okay, same. See here, this is your one pressure gauge, okay, and the digital pressure gauge you can say. Here 161.8 kilopascal is the reading. Okay, now this will be your magnitude and the kilopascal will be unit. I hope you are able to understand. Now this is your cylinder. Okay, just assume that your water is filled at 70. The height is 70, right? But what 70? Okay, and let's suppose if the scale is in a centimeter. Just assume that the scale is in centimeter. So this will be your 70 centimeter. So 70 will be your magnitude and centimeter will be your unit. Okay, same. Let's suppose if you go in a market and you take one bar of the iron, let's suppose, right? And now you weight this bar in a weighting machine and you find that the weight of this bar is 5 kg. So this 5 will be your magnitude and this kg will be the unit, right? And same, if you, let's suppose in this level gauge, you are measuring the level, okay, and the level is at 20, okay, and here will be some unit. Let's suppose the unit is your meter or mm. So the 20 will be magnitude and this mm or m will be your unit. I hope you are able to understand that what is the meaning of the physical quantities. Okay, whatever or anything which you can measure, that is a physical quantity. So now let's jump into the fundamental units versus derived unit. So what is the fundamental units basically? So fundamental units are the units of the fundamental physical quantities. The fundamental is also known as the base. Okay, base physical quantities in a SI system which are not formed from the other unit. What is the meaning of this which are not formed from the other unit? It means that those units are the independent unit, right? And those quantities are the independent quantities, okay, and they do not depend on the other quantities for the measurement. Okay, that is fine. Means the fundamental units are the base units and these units do not depend on the other units, okay, for their measurements, right? Okay, now how much units are there or how much fundamental units are there? So mainly there are 7 fundamental units in the international system of unit. It means in a SI system there are 7 fundamental units. Okay, the first one is your meter. Okay, the meter which is used to measure the length, height you can say. Let's suppose the height of the cylinder. Okay, so you will measure this in a meter. Same, the kilogram which is used to measure the mass. For example, the bar which we just discussed in our previous slide. Then second which is used to measure the time, ampere which is used to measure the electric current, Kelvin which is used to measure the temperature. Okay, these all are the SI unit. Please understand this. Mole which is used to measure the amount of substance or particles in matter. Okay, I hope you have heard about the Avogadro's law, okay, which discussed about which tells you about the mole. candela, which is used to measure the light intensity. So these 7s are the fundamental unit, okay, and from these units other units are derived or formed, okay, which we call the derived unit and which we will discuss later. I hope you understood about the what are the fundamental unit. Fundamental units are the independent units which are not formed from the other units, right? Now what are the derived units? So simply the derived units are those units which are the combination or which are formed from the fundamental units. How it could be formed from the fundamental units? It could be formed from the combination, right? It could be from, like, let's suppose it could be from the multiplication or the divide, right? So these quantities depend upon the fundamental quantities for measurement. Okay, how? We will discuss that. Okay, and the derived quantities or derived units are those units which are obtained by multiplying, dividing one or more fundamental units. So these are the examples of the derived units. Okay, just see here, we know that the unit of the force is Newton. Okay, now what is the Newton? Basically Newton is mass into acceleration, right? That is A. Now just break down in a unit. So the unit of the mass is kg and the unit of the acceleration is meter per second square. So now if you will see, this kg is a fundamental unit, this meter is a fundamental unit, and this second square is also a fundamental unit. So that's why we say that the derived unit is a unit that results from the combination of fundamental units. I hope you understood my point, what I want to say. Now let's see, this is your one pressure gauge, okay, and just I'm assuming that the reading of this pressure gauge is 500 bar. Okay, now you can convert bar into the Pascal, you can convert. And what is the Pascal? Basically Pascal is Newton per meter square. Okay, now if you further divide it, now if you further simplified it, so you will find out that this force, this pressure is also a derived unit which has formed from the combination of two derived units. But and if you will further simplify these two derived units, so you will find out that the base will be your fundamental unit or fundamental quantities. I hope you understood my point, what I want to tell you. Okay, for example, the velocity. So velocity is meter per second. This is the meter and second is a fundamental unit. Okay, same if you will see here the joule, okay, that is a Newton meter. If you will simplify the Newton, so you will find out that the base was the fundamental unit, right? Same with the momentum, kg meter per second. The kg meter second is a fundamental unit. That's why we say that the derived units are formed from the fundamental units, right? So I hope you understood about the difference between the fundamental units versus derived unit. This is very, very important and very basic. As we are discussing about the unit conversion, so we must know about the base, okay? And this was the base, right? So that's all for the today's video. If you have any doubt in this video, please let me in the comments box. I will definitely clear your doubt as soon as possible. So that's all for the today's video. Thanks for watching. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.